Hi, Aries. Welcome to Golden Truth Tarot. Now, let's get started with your October reading. The first week of October, I see you feeling tired, overwhelmed at times. So much work, so many things you have to do and you have to accomplish. Especially those of you, Aries, who have started a project that you were very happy, very passionate about in the beginning. You thought, yes, I'm going to get this done. It can be something related to your work, it can be something related to your home, a house project, a DIY. But going into it, you didn't think it was going to take as much time, as much energy, and as much resources out of you as it's going to take. So by the first week of October, you're going to almost give up. You're going to have those moments when you feel so overwhelmed and so physically tired that you're going to say, no, I can't keep doing this. I'm too tired. This is too much. I'm just going to quit. Because you're also very impatient and you want to get things done quickly. But I do see that you're very close to accomplishing whatever project you have started. So just give yourself some time, try to relax. It's very important to rest and take care of yourself, especially for those areas who have physical labors, who work with your hands and work in your feet and you're very active, because due to the lack of focus and feeling tired, something might happen in this first week where you might get injured at work, or an accident happening, you're getting cut or something. So I do see that it is going to be something superficial, that is not going to leave any marks or easy to recover from, but still prioritize your health, your physical health, your energy. If you need to take some days off, take some days off before you continue. And I also see emotionally you're going to feel overwhelmed as well, because whatever has happened for you specifically during September has left you not believing and not trusting others the same way that you used to. Some of you might even decide to isolate themselves. You don't want to talk to others anymore. You don't believe in anyone. You want to spend time by yourself. You're angry. You have all these emotions amped up inside of you, and the culmination of those emotions, the peak, is going to happen during the full moon in Aries in your sign on October 7th. So it's going to start that energy, feeling very emotional and upset is going to start from the October 4th, 5th, 6th, and by the 7th, you're going to maybe erupt and have a hard confrontation with someone. You can tend to Things can tend to escalate into something physical, so make sure that if you know you're going to get triggered, if you know you're going to get upset or angry, that you don't put yourself in a position to do something that you might regret later. That full moon energy can be very intense, can be very emotional, can make you very aggressive. So make sure you are taking the time to just be by yourself, especially on the 7, and be careful with driving as well, because the full moon makes everyone more aggressive drivers, where people are rushing, people can't wait at the light, people are driving more aggressively. So chances of accidents happening during this time are higher than any other time. And in the second week, I do see that you will realize that what you used to believe that was a beautiful love story, what you used to believe that was a wonderful collaboration, was a good choice that you made, it's going to turn into a disappointment. For those of you who are in a relationship, you're going to discover and you're going to find out that this person that you thought loves you, that you thought you have so many things in common, and you both are there for one another, you both have the same goals, the same dreams, you're both supporting one another, you're bonding on a deeper level, you're going to discover that this person it's only attracted to you physically. They like how you look, they like the intimacy, but there's nothing deeper. You didn't really know them, who they are. They pretended to be this version of themselves that they're actually not, and that's going to lead to sadness and disappointment. For others, if you are in a stable relationship and you've been together for some time, Aries, I do see that the lack of intimacy in the relationship, because the two of you are very cold with one another, you're going to see an indifference. You might start doubting that your partner is seeing someone else, so they have an affair, or they're are keeping secrets from you. You know the both of you are not in the same page like you used to be. You can feel it, you can sense it, even if you don't have specific proof that this is going on. You know it internally that it, something is not right, something is not the way it used to be. And the same thing is going to happen for some Aries at work, or if you have a partner that you are working with, you're collaborating with, you a partnership for a business or project. This person in the beginning, you thought you were friends, you thought you were really honestly supporting one another, but now you're going to see that they're only thinking about themselves, what's beneficial for them, that what's good for them, what they can profit. They're slowly shifting into a different direction. Then this collaboration is not beneficial for you anymore. And you're going to have to take accountability for things yourself too. It's realizing, looking at your choices that you made in life, Aries, realizing that some of those choices were wrong, that you rushed into things, that you were very impulsive, and now is the time for you to slow down. It's time for you to reevaluate everything. And the third week is the time where you're going to take practical steps to fix whatever needs to be fixed. And you're going to start by investing in yourself when it comes to either training, classes, courses, going back to school, going back to college, whatever you were sourcing out for. So a partner at work or a co-worker or someone else was helping you with some skill, some specific skill or knowledge that they had. Now you're going to realize, you know what, I don't need this person anymore. I can learn myself. I can go get the classes that I need to get that knowledge, and then I can do it myself, and I don't have to rely on someone else anymore. So a great week to focus and to invest in yourself. And this is happening also because October 22nd, Neptune, it's going to leave your sign of Aries. It's going to go into Pisces, and that is going to lift the veil of illusion. Okay, you're going to try and make things work. Try a little bit, especially during Venus in Libra, because October 13, Venus is in Libra. So the second week, you're going to maybe try a few times to see, have those conversations. But once October 22nd hits and Neptune leaves your sign, then your eyes are going to be wide open. You're going to understand that this is final, that you have been living in a dream, in a fantasy, that this person was never what you thought they really were. And this is your time to confront the reality. This is your time to actually face what's been going on, what's been happening. And this is a time to take charge, even for those Aries who have been financially relying on someone else helping you, paying your bills or helping you financially. Now you have to take control. Find a job. This is a great week to apply for jobs. Even if it's going to be an entry level position, it's still beneficial because you are creating that financial independence for yourself that is so important. Because having that financial independence, you don't have to stay in situations that are not good for you, in situations that don't work for you. And I see you going through this major shift, this major transformation, Aries. This is a time of death and rebirth, especially in the last week. For some Aries, this transformation can be at first internal when you don't see people the same way you used to. You don't think the same way. Your view of life, your plans, your goals, your dreams, everything has shifted, everything has changed. You're more practical, more realistic. You're not ready to make any exterior changes as of yet. Some of you, it can be just internal, and you are planning, you're making your own plans inside your head before you start actually moving things along. For others, it can be you are at a place where you know you're transforming, you're not the same anymore, you're a new version of yourself. And this can translate into some Aries changing their hair colors, their hairstyle, the way they dress, the way they interact with others, setting boundaries. But everything, if you look at this experience, even though it can be very painful, it can be very emotionally overwhelming at times, it's all happening so you can be more independent, stronger, more courageous, a better version of yourself. Okay, think about a stone being polished, a diamond being polished, all that pressure to polish it, to reveal this bright stone. It's the same for humans too. All the human experiences that we go through, the different ones, are preparing you, are preparing your soul, are preparing your spirit to be this beautiful version. If you always take the time to acknowledge things, acknowledge your own mistakes, take accountability, flip it into something positive. If life gives you lemons, you turn them into lemonade, and that is what's going to be beneficial. If you look at the negative and you focus on the negative and you just stay in that space, then those lessons are going to repeat again and again. So it's always best to learn from mistakes, learn from whatever hasn't happened and gone the way you wanted to. And the message is clear. The message from the Oracle of Angels says you're ready. You're ready. You're ready to step into this new chapter of your life. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to do things in a different way. You don't have to rely on someone else. Maybe in the beginning you relied on a partnership because you thought you couldn't do it by yourself. Maybe you thought you didn't have enough money to finance this project by yourself. Maybe you started this relationship thinking, okay, we both love each other. There is this person truly adores me and it's honest and sincere, and we have this beautiful understanding. Maybe you thought that in the beginning, but now you're seeing that no, it's not the same, it's not that way. Things are changed, things are different, and you are ready to step on this chapter by yourself without any help. You have grown, you have improved, you have learned from a lot of different things that have happened to you throughout the previous months, and especially during October. And by the end of the month, you're gonna know that that you are in this new sphere, in this new place, rebirth, better, stronger, with a different mindset and a different point of view. Hey Aries, this is everything that I see for you for the month of October. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please leave me a like, a comment. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. And if you are interested in a private reading with me, you can book online on my website on www.goldentruthtarot.com. You can find the link below this video. Thank you so much, and I see you next time. Bye bye.